There comes a day in every person's life when something changes, not because the world changes, not because circumstances improve, not because luck finally arrives, but because they become tired of living beneath their own potential. That day doesn't announce itself. There are no fireworks, no dramatic music, no audience. It's just an ordinary morning, when you finally decide that enough is enough. You stop asking life to become easier, and you start becoming stronger. That is the day everything begins. The truth is, most people don't fail because they lack talent. They fail because they surrender to comfort. Comfort is seductive. It whispers that tomorrow is a better day to begin. It tells you one more hour won't matter. One more excuse won't hurt. One more distraction is harmless. But comfort never arrives alone. It brings regret with it, quietly, patiently, until one day you look back and realize years have disappeared, not because life moved too quickly, but because you stood still. Imagine a lion raised among sheep. From the day it was born, it learned to act like everyone around it. It walked when they walked. It ate when they ate. It feared what they feared. It never questioned its own nature. Then one day, it heard another lion roar. For the first time in its life, something inside awakened. Nothing about the lion had changed, only its awareness had. The strength had always been there. It simply forgot who it was. How many people are living exactly like that? Strong enough, capable enough, intelligent enough, yet living as though they were powerless. The greatest prison isn't made of steel, it's made of belief. The belief that you're too old, too young, too late, too inexperienced, too ordinary. The mind builds invisible walls, then convinces you they are real. But every wall inside your mind has a door, and every door opens with one decision. The decision to stop believing the lie. Think about the stars for a moment. Every star you see in the night sky is fighting against collapse. Gravity is constantly trying to pull it inward, yet it shines because enormous pressure creates enormous energy. Without pressure, there would be no light. The same is true for you. The pressure you're experiencing today may be creating the strength you'll rely on tomorrow. Stop asking why life is difficult. Ask what it's building inside you. Discipline is often misunderstood. People think discipline is punishment. It isn't. Discipline is freedom. Freedom from excuses, freedom from procrastination, freedom from emotional decision-making. When your habits become automatic, you stop negotiating with yourself. You stop wasting energy deciding. You simply become the kind of person who follows through. That is real freedom. There will always be people who doubt you. Some will do it openly, others silently. Some will smile while secretly hoping you remain where you are. Don't waste your energy proving them wrong. Use that energy proving yourself right. The opinions of others have never built greatness. Consistency has. One of the greatest mistakes people make is believing success feels extraordinary. Most days, success feels ordinary. It's waking up when you don't want to, studying when nobody is watching, practicing when progress feels invisible, choosing discipline over dopamine, again and again and again. Greatness is incredibly repetitive. That's why so few people achieve it. Nature never rushes. The oak tree doesn't compare itself to the flower. The mountain doesn't envy the river. The moon doesn't compete with the sun. Everything grows according to its own design. Yet humans constantly compare timelines. Stop measuring your journey against someone else's. Your race has only one competitor, the person you were yesterday. Imagine carrying a heavy backpack every day. Each negative thought adds another stone. I'm not good enough. Another stone, I always fail. Another stone, it's impossible. Another stone, eventually, the weight becomes unbearable. Not because life became heavier, because your thoughts did. Now imagine removing one stone each day, replacing every limitation with possibility. The journey doesn't become easier. You become lighter. Every morning you are given two lives. The first is the one created by yesterday's habits. The second is the one created by today's choices. Most people unknowingly choose the first because habit is comfortable. Awareness chooses the second. There is something powerful about keeping promises to yourself. When you say you'll wake up early, wake up early. When you say you'll exercise, exercise. When you say you'll finish something, finish it. Every promise kept strengthens your relationship with yourself. Every promise broken weakens it. Self-confidence is simply self-trust accumulated over time. The world rewards people who continue, not necessarily the smartest, not always the fastest. Often, the ones who refuse to stop. Water cuts through rock, not because it is stronger, because it keeps flowing. Persistence defeats resistance. Eventually, always, think about every successful person you've admired. Behind every achievement, there were thousands of unseen moments, moments of doubt, moments of loneliness, moments where quitting seemed reasonable. The difference wasn't the absence of difficulty. The difference was they continued anyway. Your future self is watching, not literally, but every decision today becomes their memory tomorrow. The workout you skipped becomes their regret. The book you finished becomes their wisdom. The opportunity you embraced becomes their confidence. You are writing someone else's past. Make it worth remembering. There is incredible strength in silence. Not every goal needs announcing. Not every dream needs approval. Sometimes the strongest move is disappearing for a while, working quietly, growing privately, learning patiently, then letting your results speak louder than your intentions ever could. Most people chase motivation. Few chase mastery. Motivation comes and goes. Mastery remains. Because mastery isn't emotional. It's built through repetition, through patience, through relentless curiosity. Become obsessed with getting better. Success becomes a side effect. One decision repeated every day changes everything. Read one chapter, walk 1 mile, write 1 page, save $1, meditate for 10 minutes. The miracle isn't in one action. The miracle is what happens after hundreds of them. Small actions compound into extraordinary lives. Fear will always accompany growth. Every new level introduces uncertainty. That's normal. A bird leaving the nest feels fear, yet it flies. Seeds break apart before becoming trees. Stars explode before creating new galaxies. Transformation often begins with discomfort. Don't mistake discomfort for failure. It may be proof you're evolving. One day, without realizing it, you'll notice something remarkable. The things that once intimidated you no longer do. The habits that once seemed impossible feel natural. The confidence you searched for has quietly become part of who you are, not because life changed, because you did. So today, make a decision, not a dramatic one, not one fueled by emotion. A quiet decision, the kind that echoes for years. Decide that your standards are higher than your excuses. Decide that discipline matters more than comfort. Decide that your future deserves today's effort. You don't need permission. You don't need perfect timing. You don't need certainty. You only need the courage to begin, because somewhere in the future, there is a version of you looking back at this exact moment, smiling, grateful, proud that you finally stopped waiting, proud that you chose growth over comfort, proud that you became the person you were always capable of becoming. The world will never remember the days you almost started, but it may be changed forever by the day you actually did. So stand up, take the first step, then the next, and when doubt returns, as it always will, remember this: mountains are climbed one step at a time. Oceans are crossed one wave at a time. Lives are transformed one decision at a time. And the most powerful decision you will ever make is the one you make today. Because today is not just another day. It is the first page of the life you've been waiting to live. Write it well.